Have you ever wondered if your diet might be contributing to joint pain? It would be nice to be able to avoid arthritis flare-ups simply by choosing better what you put on your plate. In this video, we're going to reveal the 10 foods you should cut out of your diet to prevent arthritis pain. What's more, we're going to give you healthy alternatives that will please every palate. Stay with us and discover how small changes can make a big difference to your quality of life. We're all curious to know more, so let's get started. First, you need to understand what arthritis is. Basically, it's a general term used to describe inflammation in the joints. It can affect one or several joints, and there are more than 100 different types of arthritis, each with its own causes and treatment methods. Typical symptoms of arthritis include pain, stiffness, swelling, and reduced range of movement in the affected joints. In more severe cases, it can lead to physical disability. Studies show that diet plays a crucial role in inflammation and joint health. Certain foods can exacerbate inflammation, while others can help reduce it. Research indicates that diets rich in processed foods, sugars, and saturated fats are associated with increased inflammation and worsening arthritis symptoms. In contrast, a diet rich in fruit, vegetables, and healthy fats can help control inflammation. So let's get to know the 10 foods to avoid. Sugar tops the list. It's one of the biggest villains when it comes to inflammation. It can trigger the release of cytokines, substances that promote inflammation in the body. Excessive sugar consumption is linked to weight gain, type 2 diabetes, and heart disease, all conditions that can aggravate arthritis symptoms. As a solution to reducing sugar consumption, opt for natural sweeteners such as honey or stevia and consume fresh fruit to satiate the craving for sweets. In second place among the foods to avoid are refined carbohydrates, found mainly in bread. Refined carbohydrates are found in many of the processed foods we eat every day. These include products such as white bread, pasta, cakes, cookies, and many breakfast cereals. Although convenient and often delicious, refined carbohydrates can have a significant impact on our health, especially for arthritis sufferers. When we consume refined carbohydrates, they are quickly digested and turned into glucose, sugar, in our blood. This process causes rapid spikes in blood sugar levels, which can trigger the release of insulin. Over time, these fluctuations can lead to a chronic inflammatory state in the body, exacerbating the symptoms of arthritis. In addition, refined carbohydrates have a high glycemic index, which means that they quickly raise blood sugar levels. This sudden rise in glucose can result in increased inflammation in the joints, aggravating the pain and swelling typical of arthritis. There are several reasons why we should avoid or significantly reduce our consumption of refined carbohydrates, among them the ease of weight gain, as refined carbohydrates are often poor in nutrients and high in empty calories. This can contribute to weight gain, putting more pressure on the joints and aggravating the symptoms of arthritis. Another drawback is the difficulty in controlling glucose for people with diabetes or prediabetes. These people have a higher risk of developing arthritis, and refined carbohydrates can make it difficult to control blood glucose levels, making the condition even worse. Fortunately, there are many healthy alternatives to refined carbohydrates that can help control inflammation and keep blood sugar levels stable. Whole grains. Opt for whole grain foods such as brown rice, quinoa, oats, and barley. They contain more fiber and nutrients, providing a slower and more stable release of glucose into the blood. Whole grain bread and pasta. Replace white bread and traditional pasta with wholemeal versions. This will not only help keep you full for longer, but will also provide you with more vitamins and minerals. Legumes. Beans, lentils, and chickpeas are excellent sources of complex carbohydrates, rich in fiber and protein, which help control inflammation and stabilize blood sugar levels. Root vegetables. Sweet potatoes, pumpkin, and beet are nutritious alternatives to refined carbohydrates. They have a lower glycemic index and are rich in anti-inflammatory vitamins and minerals. Fresh fruit. Instead of consuming processed and sugary products, opt for fresh fruit. They contain natural fibers that help moderate the release of sugar into the blood and provide antioxidants that fight inflammation. Here are some practical tips. Plan your meals in advance to include whole grains and other complex carbohydrates. This helps avoid the temptation to opt for quick, less healthy refined options. Always read food labels to identify hidden refined carbohydrates. Terms like refined flour, sugar, and corn syrup are indicators of processed carbohydrates. Cooking at home allows you to control the ingredients and avoid the refined carbohydrates present in many convenience foods and ready meals. By making these substitutions and following these tips, you can significantly reduce the inflammation associated with arthritis and improve your overall health. Remember, every little change in your diet can make a big difference to your quality of life. Our viewers asked for it and we got it. A great 100% natural product. A very special discount. 100% guarantee. Free US shipping. Watch the video until the end and click on the first comment pinned below to receive your special discount. The third food to avoid is fried food. Fried foods contain trans fats, which are known to increase inflammation and the risk of chronic diseases. Regular consumption of fried foods can lead to an increase in bad cholesterol, LDL, and a decrease in good cholesterol, HDL. A good idea is to bake, grill, or steam your food to maintain a healthier diet. Also avoid eating processed meats. Processed meats such as sausages and bacon contain high levels of preservatives and sodium and chemicals such as nitrites and nitrates. These compounds can promote inflammation in the body. Studies suggest that diets rich in processed meats are associated with higher levels of inflammatory markers in the blood, exacerbating the symptoms of arthritis. The high sodium content in processed meats can lead to fluid retention, increasing pressure on inflamed joints. In addition, excessive sodium consumption is linked to an increased risk of hypertension and cardiovascular disease, conditions that can further complicate arthritis. Processed meats often contain high levels of AGEs, compounds formed when meats are cooked at high temperatures. These compounds can increase oxidative stress and inflammation in the body, aggravating arthritis symptoms. Choose lean, fresh meats such as chicken and fish, which are less inflammatory. Salmon, sardines, and tuna are excellent sources of omega-3, which have anti-inflammatory properties. Incorporating oily fish into your diet can help reduce inflammation in the joints. Eggs are also a versatile and nutritious source of protein that can be easily incorporated into various meals, without the risks associated with processed meats. Now let's look at why salt should be consumed in moderation. Excessive salt consumption can lead to increased inflammation in the body. Studies have shown that diets high in sodium can worsen the symptoms of arthritis, increasing swelling and pain in the joints. Excess sodium can also increase fluid retention, putting more pressure on inflamed joints and exacerbating discomfort. High levels of sodium in the diet are directly linked to increased blood pressure, which can have negative consequences for cardiovascular health. People with arthritis already face an increased risk of heart disease, so controlling salt intake is crucial to maintaining heart health. It's also important to mention that too much sodium can lead to a loss of calcium, an essential mineral for strong, healthy bones. For individuals with arthritis, maintaining bone health is vital to avoid further complications. While it is important to control the amount of salt consumed, eliminating it completely from the diet is not recommended. Salt contains sodium, an essential mineral for various bodily functions such as nutrient absorption, nerve impulse transmission, and muscle contractions, among others. However, there must be adequate consumption. The World Health Organization, WHO, recommends that daily salt intake should not exceed 5 grams, approximately 1 teaspoon. As well as aggravating arthritis, excess salt can cause hypertension and kidney problems. Dairy products also deserve attention. Dairy products are controversial when it comes to arthritis. Some people find relief in eliminating them, while others see no difference. Dairy products can cause inflammation in some people due to lactose or proteins such as casein. Try almond, soy, or coconut milk as a substitute and see if there is a noticeable improvement in your case. We must be aware that milk consumption is important for maintaining calcium in the body. Eliminate alcohol consumption for a better life. For those suffering from arthritis, alcohol consumption can have significant negative effects on joint health and general well-being. Alcohol can increase inflammation and exacerbate the symptoms of arthritis, especially in excessive amounts. It interferes with liver function and can affect the body's inflammatory response. When consumed in excess, alcohol can lead to increased levels of inflammatory cytokines, which are chemicals that promote inflammation. This can result in more pain, swelling, and stiffness in the joints for those suffering from arthritis. Regular and excessive alcohol consumption can weaken the immune system, making the body more susceptible to infections and diseases. For people with rheumatoid arthritis, who already have a compromised immune system, alcohol can worsen the condition and make it more difficult to recover from inflammatory flare-ups. Many people with arthritis take anti-inflammatory or immunosuppressive drugs to control their symptoms. Alcohol can interact negatively with these medications, reducing their effectiveness or increasing the risk of adverse side effects, such as gastrointestinal problems or liver damage. Alcohol is a diuretic, which means it increases urine production and can lead to dehydration. Dehydration can worsen the symptoms of arthritis, such as joint stiffness and pain. Staying well hydrated is crucial for joint health and arthritis management. Drink in moderation and opt for non-alcoholic drinks such as natural juices and sparkling water. If you can't reduce your consumption immediately, alternate drinking alcoholic beverages with water to stay hydrated and reduce the total amount of alcohol consumed. A good tip is to monitor the effects. Keep a diary of your alcohol consumption and observe how it affects your arthritis symptoms. This can help you identify patterns and adjust your consumption as necessary. Avoid refined vegetable oils. Oils such as soybean and corn oils are high in omega-6, which can unbalance the ratio of fatty acids in the body and increase inflammation. An excess of omega-6 can lead to a chronic inflammatory state. Extra virgin olive oil, which is rich in omega-3 fatty acids and antioxidants, is an excellent choice for cooking and dressing salads. It has anti-inflammatory properties that can help reduce the symptoms of arthritis. Similar to olive oil, avocado oil is rich in healthy monounsaturated fats and antioxidants and is also a great choice for cooking and seasoning food. Whenever possible, choose unrefined, cold-pressed oils, which preserve more nutrients and are less likely to contain harmful compounds, such as sesame oil, linseed oil, and coconut oil. Store oils in cool, dark places to prevent oxidation. Olive oil, for example, should be kept in dark glass bottles. Avoid foods with monosodium glutamate, MSG. MSG is a sodium salt of glutamic acid, an amino acid that occurs naturally in many foods and in our bodies. Glutamate itself is not harmful and is essential for the normal functioning of the brain and nervous system. However, MSG added to processed foods is a concentrated form that can cause health problems when consumed in excess. It can cause headaches, bloating, and other symptoms in sensitive people. Read food labels. Check the ingredients of processed foods to identify the presence of MSG. It can appear under different names, such as monosodium glutamate, glutamic acid, yeast extract, hydrolyzed protein, or E621. Opt for whole foods. Whole foods, such as fruits, vegetables, fresh meats, and grains, are naturally free of added MSG and are more nutritious than processed foods. Food containing gluten. For some people, especially those with gluten sensitivity or intolerance, this component can increase inflammation. Gluten can cause inflammation in the digestive tract and other parts of the body in sensitive people. Adopt a gluten-free diet if you notice that your arthritis symptoms worsen after consuming foods that contain it. So, to sum up the final tips for an anti-arthritis diet, incorporate foods such as oily fish, nuts, seeds, berries, and dark green vegetables that are known for their anti-inflammatory properties. Plan your meals in advance to ensure you have healthy, anti-inflammatory options available. Keep a food diary to monitor the foods you consume and how you feel after eating them. This can help you identify which foods make your symptoms worse. Preventing arthritis through diet is a powerful strategy that is within everyone's reach. By avoiding the foods we've discussed and adopting a diet rich in anti-inflammatory options, you can significantly reduce symptoms and improve your quality of life. Remember, small changes can have big impacts on your health. Diet should be seen as a complement to medical treatment and not as a substitute. Always consult your doctor before making significant changes to your diet. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button and tap the bell icon to keep up to date with our latest videos. If you find our content useful, please give us a like and share our videos with your friends and family. Let's spread the word about natural healing and build a healthier world together. Explore our channel, watch more videos, and embark on your journey to wellness with HealthToday. Thank you very much for joining us. special discount.